Well, I guess that's cool and not cool at the same time, because I literally just made my first shot with this at that target right there. You can see some of the foam just basically exploded, and I see the shape of a broadhead right there. Clearly went right through this target. So maybe somebody with more crossbow experience thinks this is really funny right now, but now I gotta try to find this damn practice arrow, because otherwise, yeah, my practice is done. Stupid iPhone 6 is just driving me nuts with the way the camera freezes. I'm at the range here right now. I think this is 20. I was aiming here. I moved the scope a little bit. I actually landed right here and buried it up to the knock in the styrofoam, so that's going to be really fun to get out. I think it's very much worth noting that someone somehow moved the feet per second gauge. Aiming here, it was there, now it's here, moving it at the correct feet per second. Over here was when it was on 400 feet per second. Shot through. Let's just measure that. I just pulled up all this dirt here. So we're talking, this freaking arrow went through that target and into the dirt, through 20 inches of that dirt. Let's pull this out and see how our muzzy broadhead is. Practice tip. Doesn't look too bad. I hunted for a bit, and now I got like a 1 mile walk out of here. I'm hunting on the way out, but I just thought I'd say a couple things about this. You got a 1 mile walk in and a 1 mile walk out. You better get the sling or some type of backpack or holder or something, because this is by far the most uncomfortable hunting apparatus I've ever had to carry this far. And I've carried some really heavy guns. This, you just cannot cradle it. You can't put it over your shoulder. It just doesn't match up to the posture of your body very well at all. So I don't have the sling. I'm thinking that'll make a difference, but I don't see how that's going to work really well with the quiver. So we'll see. I've already said this in the other segment. This is my first crossbow, and I certainly have rifle and bow experience and plenty of hunting experience. I guess as well as you could say military experience. So I'm no stranger to handling a weapon. A couple things that surprised me with my first crossbow, the things you don't really think about until you have one, are how slow it is to reload. I have not tried pulling the string back. I think I'm quite strong, and many of my friends are, so I think you probably could pull that string back by hand, especially if you had some gloves. But I mean, just listen how tight that is. That is taut. This is the 355 version. They even make a 400 feet per second version. But what I've been using is the cocking tool that comes with the bow. I'm going to set the camera down here and show you what I've found, how this works the best is, well, maybe I can just do it like this. You have to actually wrap it around. There's a little notch on the back side of the bow that the string fits in, and one of the pulley hooks goes on each side. And I found it's easier to have the hooks, the hook part facing up, if the scope means up. I found it's easier to have the hook facing up. And what I found though is the tool doesn't have enough reach to reach the string without you helping it into position by pulling the string up a little bit. And once it's there, then you can jerk on the two T handles. The hooks will stay on once it's there. You just pull on the T handles and it reefs the string right back up into the bow. I'm quite impressed with how easy that works to make something that I think would be, I need to try it to see how difficult it would be to hand cock that, but I think it'd be very difficult, and I'm quite impressed with how easy that stringer is to cock the bow. It's time consuming. You just don't think about that when you don't have a crossbow. All right, so this is what I was saying about the cocking device, how it's slightly frustrating to use. You got to wrap the top of the string around the back of the bow, and then because I'm right-handed, I put the right one on and then put my foot in here, and to help the left one, actually I'm going to reverse this so that way the hooks are on the other side. There we go. Now the T's are on the outside, hooks facing up. Put the right one on, and then I can use my right hand to help pull the string up to get the left side on. Now as soon as that takes place, now it's kind of easy. And they say you're supposed to have the bow on fire, which to me seems like that presents a little bit of a safety issue. You just get, I put it between the center of both fingers, and then just, it's almost like an exercise machine. Slide that over. And you'll hear the click, and once it's locked in, you can just kind of fumble the hooks off, and then your bow's cocked. Right, so now that your bow's cocked, now you need to obviously load the arrow. You need to make sure that the safety is down in the safe position before ever putting your fingers in there. And I mean, I'm gonna say it like this. This is still, it's daunting. I don't want to put my fingers in there, and when I do it, I tiptoe my fingers in, and I actually always use my left hand. I've only owned this bow for a few days, but I'm still leery of it, so I'm using my left hand, because if the string should snap and screw up a finger, I don't want to lose my right fingers. Maybe that's just really irrational fear, but when you feel the tension of that string, you'll know what I mean. So now you're ready to go shoot. Okay, you saw me just walk over there, make this shot, because I'm still new to this bow. I was actually aiming center, but I did jerk the trigger a little bit, and it shot a little high, but I'm definitely impressed that there's that much of the arrow sticking out since it went through the other one. I'm really happy with that. One major dislike is the location of the safety and how easy it is to move. It seems like it should be more snug. It's so easy to flick it back and forth. And with a pistol grip, same problem I don't like when Mossberg 500s have pistol grips, because then the safety's on the top. You have to move your thumb up to actuate it and then go back down to get into position. It would be absolutely superior if there was a M16 style safety for your thumb. I'm holding this left-handed right now because I'm filming with my right. This seems like a really good purchase so far. Obviously, this is the out of the box initial impressions video. We'll do a ongoing video of this as I get more familiar with this bow, and then we'll do a final conclusions video probably in about 2 years. Under 10, out.